Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Shows World. Welcome to Shows World, gamers. Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at this week's new game releases, gaming announcements, and a few news stories. If this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button to join in on the fun. Alright, as always, gamers, we'll start off this week with the new game releases. And today was the release date of Scorn on Xbox Series systems as well as PC. This first-person shooter looks crazy with some extremely stylized biomechanical graphics that look straight out of the mind of H.R. Giger. We will be checking this game out today, so watch out for our video with some gameplay and our initial thoughts on the game later today. Next up, Dragon Ball Z The Breakers also released this week on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch. This action game in which a band of 7 ordinary citizens tries to survive against Dragon Ball Z villains such as Frieza and Majin Buu. We did get a chance to play the single player here on the channel back when the beta released, so I'll link that video at the end of this one, so definitely check that out also. We got 2 new sports games released this week, starting with Electronic Arts' must-buy game for hockey fans, NHL 23. Hopefully we see those Anaheim Ducks win the Stanley Cup this year. If not, I guess I'll just have to do it on the game. Also, on the same day, we did get the return of the fan favorite golf sim from 2K with PGA Tour 2K23 coming out. Also, Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3 Slime Speedway released on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation systems, Xbox systems, as well as on PC. The game features a cast of 40 iconic characters from some of Nickelodeon's most beloved animated series, and it supports 4-player offline or up to 12-player online racing. Lastly, LEGO Bricktales was released this week on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation systems, Xbox systems, and PC. From what I have seen, this game looks visually very impressive. The adventure game is loaded with puzzles you have to solve by building with Legos. I will definitely be checking this game out when I get a chance. I'm excited for the idea of actually building in a Lego game instead of it just being kind of the backdrop. Next up, let's take a look at some new gaming announcements. And we'll start with Evercore Heroes. It was announced this week. It's the first game from Vela Games, an Irish-based studio founded by former Riot Games and Electronic Arts developers. The game is being called a cross between League of Legends and Destiny, which sounds pretty awesome to me. No release window or platforms other than the PC have been announced as of yet. Info from a closed beta that just launched should be coming out at any time though. Next up, we are finally getting a physical release of Cuphead. I have been waiting for a long time for the physical version. The creators announced years ago that they would not release a physical version until all DLC had been released. So, 5 years after the initial release, a physical version is coming to the Xbox systems, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch, along with a really cool special edition on December 6th. We're definitely picking this up. Next, PlayStation released a trailer highlighting the features for the upcoming Spider-Man Miles Morales PC release. The game is beautiful already, but with the addition of stuff like ultra widescreen support, this version of the game is going to be amazing. This is a must-play for PC gamers on November 19th, and I can't wait to see more fun mods come to this game. On a side note, if you have not played this game, just to set expectations, it is much, much shorter than the first Spider-Man game. Now, we also got a huge announcement today in the world of VR, as we found out that Xbox Cloud Gaming is coming to the Meta Quest. Reports are that the way it will work is similar to watching movies on the headset, where you will be playing on a massive screen in a virtual room. Sounds pretty cool. We're definitely going to check that out when it does launch. Also, Haunted Hollows, a seasonal event for Rocket League, was announced and will be going live on October 19th. Everywhere where the game is available, so on any systems, they will all have this available. The festive Halloween event will introduce 2 spooky new game modes and some really fun looking cursed rewards. Alright gamers, let's finish up with a few news stories from this week in gaming. And we will start with a tease for what appears to be a new Crash Bandicoot game. In a promotional move, a pizza box was sent out to promote Crash Bandicoot 4 coming to Steam on October 18th, but on the side was a message reading, Hungry for more? Try our new Wampas Pizza for $12.08. 12/8 being the date of the Game Awards, so it appears we can expect some Crash news to be at the event. We also had some big, not PlayStation VR 2, VR news this week. MetaQuest made some new studio acquisitions as they picked up Camouflage, who made the Iron Man VR game, which was also announced to be coming to the MetaQuest, and Armature, the maker of the VR version of Resident Evil 4. Also, news came out that pre-orders for the upcoming MetaQuest Pro have gone live at a whopping $1,499.99 with an October 25th release date. Now, on the heels of unveiling the highly anticipated Super Mario Bros. Movie being made in partnership with Illuminations, Nintendo has also announced the acquisition of Dynamo Pictures. The company is known for motion capture work and animation. Nintendo has rebranded the company as Nintendo Pictures. Dynamo had worked previously with Nintendo on the Pikmin shorts. In sad news, Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier will be ending service on January 11th of next year. The game was a third-person battle royale shooter for mobile devices. I don't play a lot of mobile games, but expected at some point this to come to consoles as a free-to-play game. I feel this was just kind of a weird concept, and while it does appear to have failed, I still like that some of these crazy ideas are seeing the light of day. Also, early reports coming from those lucky enough to get their hands on Bayonetta 3 have been concerning. The game that many have been predicting to find its way into the Game of the Year discussions appears to have some performance issues. Now, this game looks extremely impressive graphically, especially on the aging Switch hardware, and with the fast screen fill-in action of this game, frame rate has been a worry since the first trailer. So I don't think the news of some frame rate issues comes as too big of a surprise. When announced a lot of reports of a Switch Pro being needed to properly run this game circulated, I still have high hopes for this title. If it's a good game, some frame rate issues can be overlooked, as long as it doesn't break the game. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on October 14th. The week started with what appears to be a tease for a new Crash Bandicoot game. Then we finally got the announcement for a physical version of Cuphead. And the week ended with us jumping into the atmospheric, biomechanical first-person shooter, Scorn. But let me know anything I may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. Shoach World, out.